In this video, we shall come across the definition of genetic code and its characteristics. As DNA is the genetic material, it carries the genetic information from cell to cell and from generation to generations. It is therefore necessary to assign the nature of the genetic code. It was concluded that the genetic code lies in the sequence of the nitrogenous bases. The genetic code simply means the collection of base sequences or the codons that corresponds to each amino acid and translation signals. Genetic code is defined as the sequence of nitrogen bases or the nucleotides in mRNA or the messenger RNA which contains the information for the synthesis of protein molecules. A codon is defined as a sequence of nitrogen bases or the nucleotides in mRNA which codes for a single amino acid. The simplest possible code is the singlet code in which one nucleotide or one amino acid is specified. A doublet code, that is code of two letters, was inadequate as it could specify 4 into 4, which is equal to 16 amino acids. A triplet code, that is code of three letters, could specify 4 into 4 into 4, which is equal to 64 amino acids. Therefore, it is likely that there may be 64 triplet codes as the amino acids are around 20. The sequence of three nitrogenous bases determining a single amino acid is called a triplet code. The genetic dictionary with trinucleotide codon are written in the 5' to 3' direction. Next, coming to the characteristics of the genetic code. The genetic code is universal, that is, it is biologically universal. A particular triplet codon can code for same amino acids in all organisms, irrespective whether it's a plant or animal or bacteria, virus, fungi, and so on. The code is a triplet codon. A single amino acid is specified by a sequence of three nucleotides in the mRNA. Hence, the codon is a triplet as it is formed of three bases. The nucleotide of mRNA are arranged as a linear sequence of codons, each codon consisting of three successive nitrogenous bases, that is, the code is a triplet codon. Collinearity. The codons in mRNA and the amino acid in polypeptide chains have a linear arrangement, hence it is called as collinearity. The code is non-overlapping. In translating mRNA molecules, the codons do not overlap but are read sequentially, which means that a base in mRNA is not used for different codons. The code is commaless, which means that no codon is reserved for any punctuations. Hence, after one amino acid is coded, the second will automatically be coded by the next three letters and no letter is wasted as a punctuation mark. There is no comma or punctuation between the adjacent codons. That is, each codon is immediately followed by the next codon without the spaces in between. The code is non-ambiguous, means that a particular codon will always code for the same amino acid. An exception is seen in GUG or amino acid valine, which codes for methionine, AUG and GUG as initiator codons. The code has polarity or direction. The code is read in fixed direction, that is 5' to 3' end. Now, this genetic code is degenerate or redundant. More than one codon may specify the same amino acid. This is called as degeneracy. For example, valine, which has codons GUU, GUC, GUA, GUG, alanine, GCU, GCC, GCA, GCG. The third base that is different is called Wobbly base. In case of point mutation, if the third base C is lost and replaced by G, the effect is nullified since it codes for the same amino acid. Wobble hypothesis was proposed by Crick in 1965. It explains the property of anticodons. According to this hypothesis, the anticodon present in the tRNA has the capacity to pair with more than one codon present in the mRNA. This is due to the non-specificity of the third base of the anticodon. This non-specific third base is called as Wobble base. This base pair can pair with a normal base and also an unusual base. The unusual base pairing of the Wobble base is called as Wobble pairing. For example, the anticodon UCG of serine tRNA recognizes the codon AGC in the mRNA. Here, the third base of G of tRNA pairs with C of mRNA. GC pairing is the normal base pairing. The UCG anticodon can also pair with another codon UCU. Here, the third base G of tRNA pairs with U of mRNA. The GU is an unusual base pairing and it is called the Wobble base pairing. Wobble hypothesis helps the tRNA to carry more than one amino acid. Some codes act as start or initiator codons. The synthesis of a polypeptide chain is initiated by a codon called initiation codon. It is located in the beginning of a cistron. The initiation codon is constant in most cases. AUG is regarded as the initiator codon and it codes for the amino acid methionine. In rare cases, GUG also serves as the initiator codon and is used when AUG is lost by deletion. Some code acts as stop codes or the termination codons. Three codons UAA, UAG, UGA are the termination codons and do not code for any amino acid, so they are also called as nonsense codons and bring about termination of protein synthesis. They are located at the end of the cistrons. There is no tRNA anticodon for nonsense codon, so they are not read by tRNA, but they are recognized by release factors. Codons and anticodons. The codons of mRNA can base pair with complementary codons of tRNA. The codon of tRNA is called the anticodon. In base pairing, the base A pairs with U and G with C. The codons in the mRNA is read from the 5' AUG 3'. The corresponding anticodon in the tRNA may be written as 5' UAC 3'. This means that the first base will be at the 5' end in both codon and anticodon. Deciphering the code. This means the identification of the codon for each amino acid. It is also called breaking or cracking the genetic code. It helps to determine the genetic code for the different amino acids. By elucidating the different codes, a codon dictionary is formulated. The codon dictionary clearly gives an idea about the different genetic codes determining the different amino acids. Deciphering code was done by utilizing many methods. Some of the methods are as follows. Here, the first one is use of homopolymer. The first genetic code was identified by Nirenberg and Mattei in 1961, and the first codon identified was UUU. This code determines the amino acid phenylalanine. For identifying the genetic code, Nirenberg and Mattei used a synthetic mRNA called poly-U. This polynucleotide contains only one type of nucleotide, the polyuridylic acid. Hence it is called as a homopolymer. This homopolymer is added to a preparation of a cell extract containing ribosomes, enzymes, tRNA, ATP, GTP, etc. In the extract, protein synthesis takes place. It is found that newly synthesized protein is a polypeptide chain formed of only phenylalanine. Thus, it is proved that the codon UUU determines the amino acid phenylalanine. Nirenberg and Ochoa repeated the same experiment using poly A and poly C. They found that the codon AAA determines the amino acid lysine and the codon CCC determines the amino acid proline. Next one is use of heteropolymer. So this heteropolymer is a polynucleotide containing more than one type of nucleotides. Khorana synthesized heteropolymers having known sequences using two types of nucleotides or dinucleotide. Here it's named as C and U. By combining C and U, a dinucleotide Cu is formed. Combining two such dinucleotide, a tetranucleotide is produced. Adding such nucleotides results in the synthesis of the polynucleotide Cu, and so on. This polynucleotide contains alternating CuC and UCU codons. When this polynucleotide is used for protein synthesis, a polypeptide chain containing alternating units of amino acids leucine and serine is produced. Thus, it is proved that the codon CuC codes for leucine and UCU codes for serine. The third one is use of trinucleotide. Leader and Nirenberg in 1964 used trinucleotides for breaking the codes. They used cellulose nitrate filters and the technique is called as filter binding technique. A mixture of synthetic poly-U and ribosomes is prepared on the cellulose nitrate filter. The various tRNAs, each carrying a specific amino acid labeled with C14, are individually passed through the filter. The phenylalanine tRNAs are attached to the poly-U and are retained on the filter. The other amino acid tRNAs are passed through the filter. This proves that the codon UUU codes for phenylalanine. In this method, trinucleotide can be used instead of polynucleotide. A mixture of ribosomes and trinucleotide are prepared on the filter. If the trinucleotide prepared is UUU, only phenylalanine tRNAs bind to the trinucleotide and are trapped on the filter. The other amino acids pass through. Similarly, when trinucleotide AA is added, lysine tRNA is bound to the filter. In this way, by adding specific trinucleotides on the filter, the different codons for the different amino acid can be directly elucidated. So here you can find the two references which I have referred. Thank you.